Now once that you can consistently hit the ball straight right to the target, then it's time to introduce the release. Now the release is just a fancy word for the rotation of the hands and arms as the right hand turns over the left through impact. Now this is no different to that of a topspin in tennis. Throwing and releasing a ball. So talking before of matchups, some golfers may use other means to activate their release. So one golfer might simply move the hands to the right on the handle and take a strong grip. So what happens then is the club face then will be closed through impact. The next golfer may just arch their wrist in the backswing. Here, so that closes the club face, and they'll maintain this closed club face then through impact. Or the next golfer comes along and simply grips the golf club with a closed club face. But you got to be careful you don't overdo any of these. Now what I like to see is somebody grip it from the 1 o'clock position like this here. Now when they grip it from here, when they take it down, you'll see that my left arm and club shaft is in one line and I have a nice flat straight left wrist. Now this straight flat left wrist here has to be in place for the club face to be square at the top of the backswing. Now from this position here, all I need to do is take it all the way to the top that way. So I'm guaranteed to finish with a nice straight flat left wrist at the top of the backswing and the club face will be square. And from this top of the backswing position, all you need to do now is freely rotate your hands and arms and your body and release through impact, just like playing tennis or if you were to throw a ball. So now the aim of the game is to gradually reel in the ball flight from straight right back towards the target. Now as we move on with the release, what can happen as soon as you introduce the release, especially if you've got a swing directional problem, is it can pull everything else with it. So as soon as you turn your right hand over the left here, it can pull everything else with it. So you can take out both baskets or maybe at least one. Okay, so if this is the case, what you want to do is you want to go back to basics, put the feet together and start hitting that ball straight to the right side, until you feel comfortable hitting it straight to the right side. Then you can gradually introduce the release.
I saw you from the distance.
Basket, you don't want to be hitting that basket, mate.
So now let's get the release involved and gradually reel the ball flight back into straight. So my right hand will turn over my left. It's a good one. Let's try again. Yeah, 2 good shots. Right, now from the side you'll see how my hands and arms freely rotate and turn through the shot. My right hand will turn over my left. So the aim of the game was to hit the ball straight to the right side for the correct downswing direction. Now we're going to reel that ball flight in, okay, back to square. So you've got the downswing direction was going straight to the right side. So the aim of the game now is to gel together the swing direction, downswing direction, together with the club face. Now a really important point is regarding grip pressure. If you grip it too tight, you're not going to be able to release and turn freely through the shot. Okay, the release is actually going to be blocked. So from 1 to 10, a good number for grip pressure, I would say, is about a 3. Okay, so just allow the hands and arms to naturally rotate through the shot. So let's have a go. Feet go together, ball position left of center. Relax the hands and arms. There we go, good shot. Now if you've got a swing directional problem, this is when things can go wrong and you'll smash into the baskets. Now, as soon as you start to rotate the hands and arms, you turn the right hand over the left. What can happen is it can pull your upper body with it. So if your body is trained and programmed to do this movement, as soon as you think about the release, it's going to pull your upper body with it and you're going to take both baskets out or at least one of them. Now, if this happens, go back to step 1. Hit the ball straight to the right side, straight to the right side. When you feel comfortable hitting it straight right and the swing direction is correct, then you can gradually introduce the release again until both the release and the swing direction are gelled together. Now it's a game of feeling and instinct, and people say to me, well, how do I calculate the release? When do I do it? How, when, where, what? Forget all that. It's just like throwing a ball. You know, you don't think about how your hands turn and move when you're throwing a ball when you're playing tennis. The release happens within the movement. And it's no different than the golf swing. You have to get your own feeling for your point of release and your own feeling through impact. Now, another point to mention is the release. It doesn't happen at impact because that's too late. It certainly doesn't happen after impact because the ball's already gone, so it'll have no effect on the ball flight. It happens on the way down, and everybody generally has a different point of release. Okay, so you might feel your right hand turn over your left here, might be a little bit higher, but you'll see it on the ball flight. If you do it too much, then you'll get too much spin going over to the left. If it's not enough, then you'll have to just increase it. Okay, don't go faster, just do it earlier. So as you start down, slightly early with the release, introduce the release and then swing through. And gradually reel the ball flight back in. Now through this process, the ball flight will straighten up and you'll get a feeling for your own natural ball flight, whether it be a draw or a fade, you know, a high shot, low shot. Everyone has a different shaped shot. Now, generally there's two types of learners. One will hit the ball straight right side and then they'll go miles left, okay, from one point to the other. And the other type of learner, what they do is they'll hit the ball straight right and they'll gradually, step by step, reel the ball flight back into straight. Okay, so it's a personal thing. It's all about feeling, all about instincts, and try and react to the target. Now play around with it and relax and let your body to freely turn and move. So the next lesson, I'm going to take you all the way up to the top. So a nice full backswing, a nice full follow through. I'm going to guide you and control you so you can be sure that you're doing it correctly. We're also going to get the body involved and I'll show you how you can freely turn and move. No different to that of when you're throwing a ball or you're playing tennis. It's really not that complicated. So if you don't want to miss out and you want to be sure to get my next videos, please hit that subscribe button below and give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, my friend.
Basket. You don't want to be hitting that basket, mate.